Hello everyone, and welcome back to my virtual Cessna Skyhawk simulator. We are currently inside of a Cessna 172R, which is a fuel injected model, which is different than the 172N carbureted engine planes that I fly in real life. I transitioned to this fuel injected one about 3 weeks ago. It was definitely a learning curve, knowing when to enrich and lean the mixture to prevent fouling out your spark plugs. Definitely a lot more mixture control goes into this model than the carbureted models that I'm used to flying in real life. Anyway, I had a request from a buddy of mine to shoot a first-person video of what it was like in the simulator. So I do have a camera strapped to my head, and I look very silly, and no, I'm not going to show anybody. But I did want to go ahead and honor his request. We are currently sitting at the ramp at Morrow County Airport for Indian Niner, not far from where I live. And we're just going to take a short flight over to Marion Airport, and it's Kilo Mike November November. It's only about 11 miles west of us, so it's not going to take too long. But we are going to do a quick flyover over 3 Oscar Hotel 7, which is a local grass strip that I visited over this past weekend. This local airport was not a default airport in my simulator, so it's one that I designed and installed in here. And I just want to see what the scenery looks like from above. I saw it at ground level in my simulator, but I haven't actually flown over it yet. So we're going to do that real quick. We're just going to do a circle around it, and then we'll do a low pass over the runway, fly ground effect. We're not going to land there, but I do want to see what everything looks like. Then we'll proceed north to Marion from there. I did already pre-flight the aircraft, and some of you may be thinking, well, how do you pre-flight a fake airplane? Well, there is a procedure on this model, but that will be a video for another time. I'm not going to get into that right now. So we're just going to go ahead and move along and get this ball rolling. I did already do the walk around, so we're just going to move on to the interior checklist. I don't have any passengers with me, so nobody need to brief there. I do already have the takt time recorded. Obviously this is a simulator. There are no functional circuit breakers on here, but if there were, I would make sure that they're go ahead and set properly and that none of them have popped. Alternate static I have not installed in this simulator yet, but that is on the plan, and my brakes feel good. So we'll move right along to the start checklist. Seatbelt is on, avionics are off, autopilot's off. Now this is a fuel injected model. Hopefully I didn't foul out these plugs earlier, but she should start right up. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and make sure the mixture is lean. I do have my feet on the brakes. We'll go ahead and make sure the air is clear. Clear prop. I don't see anybody. Alright. We'll go ahead and turn the battery on, and we'll turn the beacon on as well. Alright. So now we'll go ahead and turn the fuel pump on. Then I'm going to richen the mixture up. What I'm doing is I'm looking for good fuel flow here in this fuel flow gauge. So we'll go ahead and do that real quick. Fuel pump's on. I've got fuel flow for a couple of seconds, and I'm going to lean it right back out and turn the fuel pump off. Essentially, that is how we prime the engine versus the carbureted primer that would typically be over on the left side of me. Just double check, make sure we're still clear. I don't see anybody. And surprisingly, she fired right up. Okay. Alright. Oil pressure looks good. Alternator is on and beacon light is on. Moving right along, we'll move on to our pre-taxi checklist down here. Okay, seatbelt there still on, flaps are going up. going up on the right, and we're going up on the left. Okay. Heading indicator to compass, and gyro has definitely drifted, so I just set that. Okay. Turn avionics on. Avionics come alive. We are squawked for VFR. One thing I found out doing ground operations in this fuel injected model is you've really got to lean this mixture out, or else you'll, like I said, you'll foul out your plugs and you won't even know it until it's possibly too late. You'd find out on a mag check, but we'll get to that here shortly. Okay, and 4 India 9 does not have a METAR, so I'm going to go ahead and use Marion's weather. And currently, airport is currently IFR, winds are 010 at 14, altimeter 3007. So we'll go ahead and set our altimeter real quick, and then I will verify that that matches current field elevation, and it does. So we're good there. So 010, we're going to have essentially a direct crosswind takeoff. So we're going to go ahead and we'll go ahead and take runway 27 out of here, or 28. Yeah, I said 27, but I meant 28. Okay. Alright. Turn coordinator, I'll check that when we taxi. Okay. Alright, so we're just going to go ahead and taxi real quick. Turn coordinator looks good. So we'll go down to the 27 or 28 end. I'm still used to KOSU, and it's always a 09 or a 27. Alright. On our left there, if you can see it, is a Piper Cherokee. Belongs to a buddy of mine. And we do have some very low clouds. If it gets too bad, I'll go ahead and remove the real world weather and continue the flight, but I think we'll be okay. Go down here, we'll do a quick run up, and we'll go ahead and depart. I'm going to go ahead and put Marion in my GPS here, that way it's already loaded. One less thing I'll have to do when I'm in the air. Kilo, Mike, November, November. Both our departure and our destination airport share the same UCOM frequency, 122.8, but our waypoint over at 3 Oscar Hotel 7, the CTAP is not published, but I do know it is 122.85. So we'll go ahead and get our local frequencies dialed in here. Do a quick run up. Mixture's fuel rich, brakes are on, fuel is on both. Okay, make sure trim is set for takeoff. Okay, trim looks good. And flight controls, down on the right, up on the left, down on the left, up on the right. Everything there feels good. Okay, mixture of best power. We're going to idle up to about 1800. I didn't like the way that left mag sounded. Right one sounded a little better. I may have a mag problem. I'll address that later. Alright. We are ready for takeoff. Flaps are up. Double check heading indicator, make sure it matches compass, and it still does. We are still squawked to VFR. Altimeter is set. Okay, here we go. So winds are at 010, so I'm going to put give it some left aileron into the wind as I accelerate down the runway, and then once airspeed becomes alive, I'll go ahead and put ailerons back to neutral, and we will go ahead and take off. Alright. So winds were at 010. Airspeed's alive, neutral, and rotate. I did not like the way that I accelerated down that runway. There's still some adjustments I need to make to some of these controls. Alright, we have positive climb rate, got good fuel flow. Suction looks good, oil pressure looks good, oil temperature is good. Now my simulator here is equipped with a fully functional intercom. So if I did have somebody flying with me in the right seat, they would be able to communicate with me with that headset over there, and they would also be able to talk live to air traffic control if that was necessary for that flight. Both of our points here are relatively close, so I'm not going to go over 3,000 feet. I'll probably just cruise about 2,500 feet. I see now why it's currently IFR. It is kind of socked in up here. Right through this cloud. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to make that out or not. Okay. So here is 3 Oscar Hotel 7 in front of us. I'm going to go ahead and put it on the left side of the aircraft, so we're going to be pretty much going left downwind for runway 24. If I did my scenery correctly, I should see a bunch of airplanes down there. Okay, I've got my aircraft down there, body of water, gazebo, windmill, more aircraft, hangars, buildings. Actually doesn't look too bad. Okay. So we're going to do a 180. And we'll go ahead and set up for downwind for runway 06. Now in real life this is kind of a tricky strip to land on. There's some trees at the 06 end that you kind of have to dogleg around in order to make the threshold. It's actually kind of a challenging airstrip. Okay. Currently at 2,000 feet. There's kind of a better view. I like the way that turned out. Okay, switch over to CTAF. My place traffic Cessna 33 Foxtrot is turning base for runway 06 my place. Should be able to make this one just fine. And like I said, we're not going to land. We're just going to kind of glide down, pick up ground effect, and take back off. Hopefully you guys can see this okay. Okay, so the wind T looks like it's where it needs to be. So we got some planes, couple tractors, gazebo, windmill, hangars. Yeah, I like the way that turned out. Now we'll proceed direct to Marion. My place traffic Cessna 33 Foxtrot is vacating the area to the north, my place. And scud running over there. Currently at 1,400 feet, which is awfully close to illegal. So we'll go ahead and we'll ascend up to 2,500. Direct to Marianne is 341 degrees. And winds over at Marianne are still 010. So figure we'll take grab runway 07 in. Weather's changing on us. We are currently 6.5 miles away, and the airport should be in sight here momentarily, which, if it wasn't so foggy, I'd be able to see already. Actually, we'll take runway 31 for landing at Marianne as opposed to a 07. I like the way that lines up with the wind better. My front display on this simulator is an old projector TV, so I'm sure that the quality on this video, as far as the front screen goes, is not going to be as good as it is as the IPS monitors on the right and left. But I'm hoping to change this front display in the near future. Alright, if you have the airfield in sight, it is currently at mile 11 o'clock. Marianne traffic, Cessna 80330 Foxtrot is 3.5 miles south of the field. We're going to be making a left downwind for runway 31, Marianne. Can't see. Okay. Hopefully it clears up as I get lower. Runway is in sight. Some nose up attitude, slow this plane down. We're just gonna circle around and pick up 3-1 right there. I would normally not be flying around inside of airspace like I am currently. This is mostly just a first-person point of view demonstration type video. And since I'm not logging ATC time right now, I really don't care. Marion traffic, Cessna 33 Foxtrot, left downwind 3-1, Marion. These are numbers. Grab 80 knots here, then I'll turn my base. Marion traffic, Cessna 33 Foxtrot, turning base 3-1, Marion. Another notch of flaps, 20-degree flaps. Marion traffic, Cessna 33 Foxtrot, turning final 3-1, Marion. I may have overshot this. No, I haven't. We'll be alright. A little bit high on the glide slope. So we do have a crosswind at 1-0. Not my best landing, that's for sure. So there it is. First person point of view type video. Marion traffic, Cessna 33 Foxtrot, vacated 3-1, Marion. Flaps are up. Alright, well that's all for this one.